We're running out of time on our little homestead here in Mongolia. Next week, the temperatures are going to drop drastically. It's going to probably be around -20 in the night and -14 centigrade in the day. There's a couple of things that we need to prepare for the cold. One of them is the greenhouse. There's a couple of things that I need to sort out in there before it gets cold. Plus this weekend, Zula and I are going to make some changes in the house because during the winter it gets extremely cold in there. If you've seen on some of our other videos how badly insulated that house is. Fortunately, last weekend we were able to get a whole bunch of wood, so that's going to keep us warm. But I'm going to take you along, show you what we do to kind of prepare for a cold winter here in Mongolia. So what I've actually done is I've disconnected the windows and I've actually put foam on the outside because now the temperature in here is 23 degrees at the moment. It's not going above 24, 25, and I have these windows to open up at around 26.5 degrees. I don't need the windows for the winter, so insulation is the most important thing. So foamed up the windows. I also cut a piece of foam that actually fits the door. So in the evenings I can put the foam on the door and that gives us a little bit of extra insulation here in the greenhouse. Absolutely loving this. These are artichokes. I had them in the summer greenhouse and when it was getting too cold in there I brought them into the winter greenhouse here, and ever since I brought them in they have really shot up, which is fantastic. I've tried to grow artichokes before but never been successful. Now it looks like I kind of got exactly what they need. They take a long time to flower, and that flower we can eat. So hopefully we can overwinter them in the greenhouse here, and next summer I can have some beautiful artichokes to cook with. Really nice to have. These are all the lemongrass. I grew them from seed. I actually grew lemongrass last year and I showed you guys in one of the videos how to actually harvest the lemongrass. Because this is a tropical variety, it doesn't do very well under 14 degrees centigrade. I tried to overwinter them last year. They didn't live, but the ones that I did harvest, that was actually enough for our family. So this is quite a lot of lemongrass. Definitely enough. So because of that, we decided we're just going to grow this as a perennial, which means we'll just grow it every single year. I've actually taken one of these containers and I've put it inside the house this year to try to overwinter it, and then we'll try to divide it up in the spring and see how much we can grow from it as cuttings instead of from seed. So that will be a new experience. But I can see some of the top leaves are starting to turn brown, which means that it's going to start to die back. And I want to keep this as fresh as possible. So I want to get this out before the temperatures outside start to get really cold. So let's get this out and see how much I got. Great. If you, as I showed you last year, actually you can, if you wanted to propagate this, you can just you don't have to take the whole thing out. You can kind of break off a piece like that with a bit of roots and you can plant that and it will start to multiply. But yeah, I'm going to keep all of this. Fantastic. What I'm going to do is just cut off at the base where the roots are. Then the top part here, I'm just going to snip that off. Take away the brown part. And there we go. That's your beautiful, beautiful lemongrass. Woo! Such a lemony flavor, and that really makes a fantastic additive to some food. Wow. Okay. So that's all the lemongrass that we eventually harvested, which is absolutely fantastic. The smell in here is absolutely incredible. This I'm just going to wrap up, stick it in the freezer, and I can take out anytime I like to use it. It's a fantastic, fantastic thing to have in the kitchen. For all the grasses, don't waste them. What we do is we take little bunches together and we can start to twist them together and make little pouches. Let them dry and you just put them in some hot water and you have a beautiful tea. So in this bed here, I've actually just grown some like autumn crops. So here I actually have some radishes. They like a little bit cooler temperature, so they've done well the last month and they grow really fast. I actually have some fennel at the back here. I transplanted that from outside when it got too cold, so they've grown up a little bit. I got some salad there, and I've been using the front here for pak choy, but we've harvested all of this. So this is all coming out. I have a bit of spring onion here. Basically what I want to do is I want to empty this bed, take everything out, harvest it, put it in the fridge so we can use it, and plant some new brassicas in here for the winter. The last 2 years we've just done like winter salads, winter hardy salads. So this year I actually want to try and plant a couple of brassicas. So I have some romanesco, some cauliflower, some cabbage. I want to put them in this bed and actually see how they do during the winter. I think because of the lack of light, they're going to slow down. But as soon as like February and March comes, they're going to pop up. And early spring, we can have some nice vegetables. First, I need to clear this bed and then I can get everything else in. Fertilizer, organic, nice. So finally the brassicas are all in. We have some romanesco, some broccoli, some cauliflower, some cabbage. It's going to be a little bit of a test to see how they manage through the winter, but otherwise everything's doing pretty okay in the greenhouse. Actually, because I'm filming, I turned the fan off and it's gone up to 27 degrees. So the fan is actually what's keeping the greenhouse cool even now when it's cold outside. Otherwise the chilies are still doing good. All the super hots, actually flowers are still coming through on the chilies, which is great, which means I can harvest a lot more chilies since I have some exciting sauces coming out soon. The tomatoes, they're doing good. Once the tomatoes die back, kind of at the end of December, we'll take those out and plant salads that we can keep harvesting for the whole winter. Actually, I only came in here to show you the window, and then once I came in here, there was a lot more things to do. So anyway, I took you along. All right, need to head in. There's a lot more things to do inside. Oh. Space again?
Yeah. No more spice here.
Okay. There you go. That's it.
Jimmy, that's it.
That's it, Jamie. This is actually one of the things that we do in the winter is we move downstairs because our house is quite big. It's 200 square meters and we don't need all the space. It gets very cold upstairs in the winter. It gets about 2 degrees. So trying to heat that would cost a lot of electricity. So we don't really need the space. So now that it's getting cold, we're moving downstairs, which is going to be much nicer. So actually one of the things we do as well is actually these 2 windows. We just absolutely foam it up, put foam there, We of course leave that window because we can get some direct sunlight, but these ones we don't need, so that will help keep a little bit warmer downstairs. Yes?
Yes,
A
of course.
little bit warmer downstairs.
Yes, exactly. And
Yes.
a little bit cozy, more cozy.
A little bit and more cozy.
Yeah.
Right, let's get this bed made up. And then there's still a couple more things that we need to do to make it warmer down here. Okay?
Okay. You're having fun. Oj. If you're happy and you know it. Okay, good. Ja. You're actually not helping me. That's nice. We have separate bedroom now. Ta-da!
No, like this.
Good, Mama, let me.
Stop in.
Peekaboo! So this is actually something new for us. Normally we didn't have a curtain. Thanks to actually one of Zula's friends that made this curtain, so it's absolutely fantastic. Because we're all living in this small space, either Zula or me are both getting up really, really early. At least if one of us gets up early, the other one still can sleep and we can have a little bit of separation.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's nice. We can keep it closed or we can have it open.
Hey, this is my window.
This is your window.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, goodbye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Plus a new plaything for him.
Having fun. Do what you need to do.
So last thing we want to do is actually close off the staircase. Keep the warm down and keep the cold up. So we don't waste the warm going upstairs. Actually installed this blanket here on this side of the staircase, kind of to block this off. So now I just have this last piece to install here, so we can at least, we still need to come up and down here, but this one actually works pretty well. We used it for the last 2 years, and there's a huge temperature difference between downstairs and upstairs once installing this. So at least get this in tonight, because it's going to be minus 15 tonight, and pretty much minus 15 the whole day tomorrow. So it's going to be a cold day tomorrow. So get this on, and then tomorrow we can go around and really check everything to see where we can improve the heating. It's good.
Do you like your penny? Do you like your penny?
That's good, huh? Now we're ready for a cold night.
Yeah.
We're ready for a warm night.
Prepared.
Prepared for a cold night, ready for a warm night.
Nice.
It's actually a pretty cloudy and cold day outside. It is minus 14, but in the greenhouse here it is plus 14, which is absolutely great. But I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to start testing my new thermal camera. Thanks to HIKMICRO, they sent me over this Mini 2 Plus V2 version, which is really, really cool. I've wanted to have one of these for a long time. I want to test it out for them. Hopefully we can have a look at what's going on in the greenhouse, look at some temperatures. This can help us also in the house, so we can see where we have some cold spots, so maybe we can insulate the house a little bit better for winter. Cool. So, instructions, nice little carry bag. Wow, and that's it. So, USB-C extension, the little camera, because this can work on both Android and iPhone. So this is a little iPhone connection, and that's a USB-C extension. That's the little camera. It's really cute. USB-C on it. Comes with a nice lens protection. Really, really small. Very nicely built up. Metal. 256 by 192. So pretty good resolution. I also know that it comes with a super IR button that makes the image a lot clearer. It also comes with an app, which I have downloaded already. We're going to need the iPhone extension and just connect it in. Pretty simple. Great thing, it doesn't need any batteries. You can just connect it to your phone. Yeah, looking at the app, it seems pretty easy to use. We have some measurements, different pallets. So let's have a look around the greenhouse and see if I notice anything really interesting. Yeah, so going around with the HIKMICRO, using this little thermal imager, and wow, it's so great to have something like this. I can actually see things that you otherwise can't see. So what I actually noticed inside the greenhouse is actually this roof that we got. This is 15 centimeter sandwich roof. So it is foam and then it's metal on the top and the bottom. And we actually like put them, you join them together. So actually that little join center seems like there's definitely getting some breakthrough of cold. So that's really great to know. So we need to come back. I also noticed in that corner, the back wall in the corner, there's some breakthrough cold spots coming through there, and kind of the wood that runs on top of the back wall concrete. So that's really good to know. I need to come up with a solution how to kind of insulate the little gaps where the roof joins. So that's going to be really nice. That's going to help. So it's good to come and test this on a cloudy day. Hopefully tomorrow might be sunny, so I can come and test it when it is sunny and kind of get some more feedback. All right, I want to take this outside, test it outside, and have a look at the house and see if there's some improvements we can make. Nice to see the heat from the greenhouse. Woo, it's cold. Okay, let's go in. I've actually been testing this all over the house, and I'm actually really surprised where all the heat loss is, which I didn't really expect. But definitely I've noticed that a lot of like the corners of rooms and the corners of the buildings are where it's kind of losing the most. We have a big problem in the back room behind the bathroom, where we have a back door that leads out. That is kind of where the biggest coldness is coming in. So we definitely need to do some work on that. Really cool. We can actually see the floor heating. We can see that working. It's definitely put a few things on my list, which I need to fix as soon as possible. So I've actually been using this HIKMICRO Mini2 Plus V2 for a few days. The accuracy is really, really good, and the simplicity of just plug and play is really, really great. Thank you HIKMICRO for sponsoring this video and sending this over for me. They're actually running a Black Friday sale, which they've given me an Amazon link, which I'll put in the description down below. So you can head over there and get a great discount on this unit. I think it's cool. It's a great thing to have. With this, we can easily see where we can make some improvements around the house and keep ourselves warm in the winter. Really, really great. Keep going. So winter is finally here, but at least we can be a little bit more prepared this year and stay a little bit warm. But this is the best thing about winter, is spending time together as a family.
Yes.
Guys, thank you so much. We all hope you stay warm in the winter, and we will see you really soon on the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
Come play me.
Okay.
Let's go one more time.
Touch you if you can.